What if I told you that you could plan a complete, ready to teach ESL lesson in under 2 minutes, just using a single sentence? And no textbook, no hours of prompt, just you, an AI tool, and a prompt. Now I'm going to show you exactly how to do that today, and then I'm going to give you a chance to get 50 prompts just like it for free. Hi, I'm Jim. I'm an ESL teacher. I taught in South Korea, and for the last several years I've been running this site called Teaching English is Fun over at teachingenglishisfun.com. This channel is all about helping ESL teachers like you plan better lessons faster using AI tools that are available right now today for free. And also I share a lot of the stuff that I did in class, and I found out what worked, what didn't work, and I share a lot of that with you. Now, I'm not a tech guru, but I'm a teacher, and I figured this out, and I just wanted to share it with you all. So let me show you this right here. I'm going to use AI to build a complete lesson plan right now, and you'll be able to see it. All right, let me see. I've got a prompt that I'm going to use, and it's one of the prompts. I think it's in my 50 prompts for free. Now let me go ahead and drop it in here, and I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing right here. And for some reason, it's not working. Like I told you, I'm not a tech guru. There we go. All right, now we got it. All right, let me go in and drop this in right here now. So this is the prompt right here. I'm just going to paste it. Okay. Create a 45-minute ESL lesson for intermediate adults on the topic of, choose your topic. All right, let's choose a topic. Let's say making weekend plans. Why don't we? And let's go ahead and put that in there. And I'm having all kinds of tech issues tonight, but that's okay because I'm not a tech guru. All right, making weekend plans. Oops. All right. Oops. Oh, that's really horrible. You see, I'm not a typing guru either. All right. So making weekend plans. All right. Include a warm-up activity, a vocabulary focus, main task, and speaking activity. And then have the language instructions. Keep the language instructions simple and teacher friendly. All right, now let's see what it gives us right here. All I do is I click this right here, and you can see, as I see, what's happening right here. All right, so look right here. We have it pulling up. Okay, warm up, 5 minutes right there, making weekend plans. Goal is to get students thinking about weekends and speaking right away. The instructions: ask students, what do you usually do on the weekends, right? And you put 5 to 6 pictures on the board. Hiking, cooking, watching movies, visiting friends, and then students talk in pairs for 2 minutes. All right, then after that, you do a quick class share, and what you do, you just take 2 to 3 volunteers and have them share what they went over just now. And now what you do is you go to the vocabulary focus. Now we're going to teach them some stuff, all right? So some of the target words that we have here are hang out, go hiking, grab a coffee, take a day trip, stay in, make a reservation, meet up, plans, no plans yet, right? We have all those things. So you write these on the board with simple example sentences for them. Students match each phrase to a picture, right? Quick pronunciation check, choral and individual, right? And then a controlled practice for 10 minutes. Fill in the blank with some short dialogues right here. You give them a short worksheet, and you can actually ask it to tell you to do that. And in fact, it's going to give you that at the end here. Display sentences on the board, or you can give them a worksheet for it. Students complete the sentences using the vocabulary you just gave them. In pairs, they practice 2 short model dialogues. Do you have plans this weekend? Not yet. Do you want to go hiking, right? Do you want to grab a coffee, right? Whatever the thing is. So, and then we got the main task right here, which is planning a weekend together. Now, this is a 15-minute activity. Students negotiate and agree on weekend plans, right? And so students in pairs or small groups, right? You get them together, you give each group a simple menu of options: free events, outdoor activities, cafes, museums, all kinds of things, tasks. Now, the students must choose one plan for Saturday and one for Sunday. All right, and they must discuss what they want to do, when, where, and why. And then you just kind of wander around, monitor, support them when they're doing it, maybe help them out if they're having a hard time, or if you see people just staring at each other, maybe get the conversation going. All right, now, the output: each group writes a short plan. On Saturday, we will go hiking at 10 a.m. On Sunday, we will meet up for lunch. All right, and then we have a speaking activity, role play invitations for 5 minutes. Students stand and mingle. Sorry, not single. Some of them maybe. So each student must invite at least 2 classmates to do something this weekend. They must accept one invitation and politely decline the other one, right? So some useful language that you can write on the board. Do you want to? That sounds great. Sorry, I can't. Maybe next time, right? Those kind of things. I'd love to, but, right, you can add more things to this, right? And then optional wrap up if you have time, because this is already a packed class with what you got, right? What are your plans for this weekend? And then a quick share from 2 or 3 students, right? Now, if you want, notice right here, it can create the printable work sheets for you, a slide deck, homework task, all those kind of things, right? It can create extra things and you can add on. So it's pretty amazing, right? When you do these things, how much that can just increase. Now, notice right there, it took about 30 seconds to do that, and look at what you got. You got this whole complete class. Now, I always say use AI as the framework. So you've got this, you can model it, you can change it, you can tweak it, but instead of sitting there racking your brains for 30 minutes to 3 hours, boom, you have a class and it's ready, and all you have to do is tweak it. So now, all right, let me go ahead and get back here, and if I can get back again, doesn't look like my camera's working. Of course not. All right, here we are. I'm back again. All right, so that's just one prompt. So now I've got 50 of them together, covering lesson planning, grammar teaching, speaking activities, student feedback, and more, all in a free PDF guide. It's called 50 AI Prompts for ESL Teachers, completely free, and the link is in the description right here. If this is the kind of thing is useful to you, hit subscribe, and I'll be posting more videos in the future here showing you how to use AI, how to save time, and how to teach better. I did it for 20 years. So I hope I know what I'm doing. So anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.